Hello people. Welcome to my channel. It's Althea. I am your final expense planning specialist. Hey, I almost used my tag name from my other channel, but this is not that, baby. Listen, we're talking about insurance, legacy, life, and health is the ultimate equivalent to wealth. You can't have one without the other. There is no wealth when your health is poor. There is no wealth when you're financially in despair. There is no wealth when your loved ones are going to be left without to struggle. GoFundMe doesn't provide us with wealth in that final hour. And so, yeah, life insurance. Cover me for death. Cover me for death. Oh, let's talk about it, people. I am thoroughly, let me first say, I am very excited and very grateful to have the opportunity to help families learn how to do what it is that they want to do for their families, which is leave a legacy. Leave something that would kind of give the next generation an edge up, a little leverage. Some people are unaware of their opportunity and also just unaware of their ability to play a part in changing the generational currency, the financial currency of their generation. Some people don't believe that they can be as impactful as they actually can. So a lot of what I do, and I'm spending a lot of time with my customers, is education. Knowledge is what? Power. So my first endeavor in empowerment is to increase awareness. It's going to happen whether or not you want it to, but the light bearers, the chosen ones, the change agents, we're out here in these streets raising awareness, raising the consciousness of those that are otherwise unawares of the opportunities that are before them, of the privileges that are there for them. So many of our people that are in the inner cities or in those communities of the low to moderate income, that's what, we categorize people based on their income, how they do. So the low to moderate income, clientele, they need to be empowered with awareness, getting some understanding about financial matters and how to protect and secure one's household financially. What I find is a lot of my clientele, they're under-informed about little things that could really impact their overall outcome for life and well-being. Just a little thing, one small bit of protection, insurance. But my dilemma comes in dealing with this particular clientele of low to moderate income. You have then to deal with, I don't know if I can afford that. I don't know if I want to spend that much right now. Not on that. Situations like, I just got off the phone with a client, which was the inspiration for this video. I really have not done much in the way of content when it comes to business. It's underway because I'm feeling like I'm running trying to chase down this train. You know, I don't have a lot of time to really sit down and disseminate on this subject of life, health, wealth, and legacy, because that's what my initiative is all about. But I'm driving. I said, let me just go ahead and put this out there in terms of educating people and raising awareness. And then you come to the point where you hear, well, this is a better plan for you. You know, this is something that you need, sir, madam. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. But I just got off the phone with one of my clients who is having a hard time paying her life insurance policy premium. It's tough. Times are hard. Oh, and I've been out of work. I was sick. How many of us have, or how many of you have been in a situation, you know, you're working, you're doing your part, you pay your bills, you got a little life insurance that the company might be offering you, right? And they offer you your health insurance or whatever have you, and you think you're pretty okay, you're protected, you got insurance. That's what I get all the time. Oh, I got insurance. Oh, my job gives me to me. Like, you don't even know what your job gave you, but we'll talk about that. So, you know, you're all covered. You can't afford any additional payments, not for insurance. But then, like this client, and people do it every day, but some people are informed and some people are not informed. And then some people take the information and they discard it. And then some people take the same information and they utilize it. And in those scenarios, you're going to have an outcome that's going to be pretty positive for that person, because they took that information and they utilized it for what it was. And then you have those that dismissed it. Oh, I can't afford to pay, to protect an incidental. What if this happens? But these are the same people that walk the streets afraid that they're going to succumb to some, illness or the other. Oh God, I got asthma. My allergies. Every other day you're talking about what you got, what you're gonna have, but you don't want to protect for an incident. Should you have that? I just informed you that, hey, sis, bruh, you're a hardworking individual. What if you twist your ankle and you're swollen, which I just left my partner, who is an insurance agent. He's walking around limping, right? And he was like, oh, I better hurry up and get me one. One what? One what? A hospital indemnity plan. Yes, a sickness plan. What do you guys know about that? Sickness plans, hospital plans, insurances for life incidents. Most insurance agents that come to the communities of despair, they don't speak this language to you so freely, because they're not really looking out for you in that sales presentation. They're not looking out for you and thinking and informing you for that occasion when you did slip and twist your ankle. Nurse's aide, home health aide, construction worker, and you weren't at work and you slipped and you twisted your ankle and it's in pain. But you can't afford to miss a day of work. How many of you can afford to miss a couple of days' work without pay? Some of you may have sick time, if you're full-time, you got that. Sick time, if I recall correctly, that's about 3 days. What if you can't be at work for 2 weeks, a month, until that ankle heals up? But normally what happens is, in our communities, at that working class level of uninformed individuals, underinsured individuals, what will happen is, just like my colleague and many people that I've seen along the way, they return to work partially injured. Don't you return to work partially injured, because you can't afford another day without pay. Somebody say it with me. You can't. We can't. on that level. But your insurance that you have, my mother, she had an insurance agent. She was a Russian lady, and my son would mimic this lady after one of her sales presentations. She kept saying, the insurance that you have, and my mother and her husband, they didn't understand what she was saying. And she kept saying, the insurance that you have. Understand, the insurance that you have doesn't work that way. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, understanding how your insurance works and will work for you is everything. But again, as an insurance professional, I've seen it all, and it's not cute. It's sad. It's sad. I am very empathic. I'm a professional, business professional, but I am a human services oriented kind of person. And so when I walk into situations and I see a person's insurance situation is looking really bleak and it's not what they expected, it's not what they intended, and this person is now 75, 80, they've retired, they thought they had something that they did not have. It's sad. It's sad to think that, I think about our matriarchs and patriarchs of this genre, of our hard-working, middle-class, working-class genre. And I think about them, and I recall my own matriarch and grandmother and not my great-grandmother, but my grandmother and my great aunts and uncles, and they were hardworking people, and they didn't have any plan that would have supported them in their retirement. People, we work for the state, for the city, just like we were told, they were told, and they retire with honor and dignity, and they think that they have walked away with a package, a retirement package that's going to take care of them, because that's what the world tells you. Oh, we got you. We'll take care of you. You just do this, do ABC, and we'll take care of you. What does that mean? What does taking care of you mean? Well, it means, based on what I've seen and observed, it means that when that lady is 75, or that hardworking man is retired from the city of Philadelphia, and they're 75 and they've got a $10,000 plan that their job let them take with them, their life insurance and their health insurance and such. And because it was given to you, you got the misconception that it's good for you. Say it with me. Our people have the misconception that because something is given, it is good for you. Say it with me again, because that's a problem. A lot of people, they want, when they're given something, that's what they'll settle for. They think that because it was given, there's nothing else that could be superior to that. And that is a fallacy. I sit with 75, 80-year-old women and men that show me their insurance plans, and it's a catastrophe just waiting to unfold. How do I know? Been there and done that. I've seen it. Many people have seen it and testified to the same in this business. Do you understand the insurance that you have? Is my question. Probably not. Do you even know? Are you aware of the insurance that you could have, that you don't have, that could save your life, that could save your entire situation? Do you know that medical calamities can cause a family and a household to be literally bankrupt? Bankrupt. You can go from having everything to having absolutely nothing from a medical emergency. Perhaps the issue, what I see, in which I want to try to help and mitigate for, and raise awareness, that you, my middle class or my hard-working, low to moderate income matriarch and patriarch, you too can be protected from medical emergencies and crises. You not only can be protected, but you could get financial support. You, whether you're retired or not, you're working, you could be protected from a loss of income should there be some health crisis that should arise. And maybe it's not even a crisis. It doesn't have to be significant to be significant, right? A crisis, we wouldn't say a twisted ankle is a crisis until you add the fact that you had to stay off your feet for the next 3 weeks. So, the bone can settle. Maybe you fractured it. And so you're going to be out of work. By the time you apply for that disability, you're going to be back at work because you're going to work through that pain. But you don't have to do that to yourself. This is what I want to communicate and raise awareness amongst our people of that genre. That genre that my grandmother was in, who retired from the state of New York, wiping behinds and feeding and nurturing and helping people. And when she retired, she got a package that diminished. Do you know the insurance that you have? She got a package from the state of New York that diminished based on her selections. Do you even know what you selected and how that works for you or against you? Do you know the insurance that you have? Right? So her insurance diminished, and she said, always, everything I got is going to go to Althea. She didn't call me by my correct name with the D. She said, everything I got is going to go to Althea. And when my grandmother transitioned, shortly before that, she learned about the insurance that she had. She didn't have what she thought she had. So when she transitioned, all that she had that was left to me was basically nothing. Count it with me. Say 0. Because she didn't understand her insurance. She didn't understand her selections at the time. Our people, you're in the matrix. You do what you're told to do. You follow the program. And that's what our people have done. And they didn't deviate from it. Not even to protect themselves. And so when she was gone, she had nothing. Thankfully, the insurance fund from the state did send out a dividends check that she had due to her beneficiary. But it was not the insurance that she thought she had. So informing people, raising awareness is the first step. Getting them to believe it is the hub. Getting them to get the buy-in. Help me, somebody. So that they can comprehend and understand the gravity of what I'm trying to help you understand for your long-term outcomes. You're 55, you're 65. Oh, I got it. I got insurance. Do you know the insurance that you have? So this is my day, my days. It's painful. And I'm making this video, and I'm not making no apologies. I'm not sorry. I'm saying sorry, not sorry. If anybody's offended or hurt their feelings because, you feel some kind of way. I feel it too. When I walk into homes and somebody's trying to get a last minute policy and your age is up here, we told you 10, 20 years ago, but now you've waited 20 years and now you can't afford to not have insurance, but you can barely afford to insure yourself. That's painful. To know that you got a house here and your children and all of this is going to be lost because not prepared. Gentrification is everywhere because our people are not informed. And then when we are informed, you elect to do the lesser. And then when the events transpire, calamities, chaos, crisis, transition, all is given over to the state, and they'll work it out. In whose favor? Do you understand the insurance that you have? And I'm going to leave it right there. Let you think about that. I'm a final expense specialist certified by the FEPSA organization. You want to know more? You want to save your life, save your legacy, build it? Hit like, subscribe, comment, and then tap into that information down there in the description box and how you can reach out to me for more information and further assistance with your insurance needs for life, for health, wealth, and ultimately legacy. Namaste, blessed be. I'm not on my other channel, but I go wherever I go, so I can't leave the blessings out of this conversation. Have a great day.